Hi there, I'm Fluffy, a cloud that can talk. Isn't that silly? I bet you've never met a talking cloud before? Well, now you have. Every day, I float high up in the big blue sky, watching the world below. The sky is so big, and I'm just a little cloud. Sometimes I feel lonely. I see birds flying by, but they're always in a hurry to get somewhere. And the airplanes? They zoom right through me. It tickles, but they never stop to chat. One day, I was drifting over a beautiful green valley. There were fields of flowers, a winding river, and a cozy little village. But as I floated closer, I noticed something wasn't right. One of the fields looked very dry and sad. The plants were all droopy. I could hear the farmers talking. They were worried about their crops. I wished I could help, but what can a cloud do? I'm just a puff of air, right? But then I had a thought. Maybe being a cloud isn't so useless after all. What if I could do something to help? What if I could make it rain? I may be small, but I'm still a cloud. And clouds can do amazing things. I think it's time for me to learn how to make it rain. Then I had an idea. Maybe I could do something if I tried really hard. I started to change my shape, just like I'd seen other clouds do. First, I puffed up big and round, like a giant marshmallow in the sky. Then I stretched out long and thin, like a fluffy white ribbon. I twirled and swirled, making all sorts of funny shapes. Suddenly, I felt something new. Little drops of water were falling from me. I was making rain. Can you believe it? I could help the dry field after all. Excitedly, I floated over to the thirsty field and let my raindrops fall. At first, nothing seemed to happen. But then, slowly, things began to change. The dry, cracked ground started to soften and turn dark with moisture. Little sprouts that had been hiding perked up their tiny green heads. Flowers that were all closed up began to open their colourful petals. Even the air felt different, fresher and full of earthy smells. The farmers came out of their houses, looking up at me with big smiles. They danced and laughed in the rain, grateful for the water I was giving them. I felt so happy. For the first time, I knew I had a special job in the world. As I rained, I saw animals come out to play in the fresh puddles. Ducks splashed in the new pools of water, quacking happily. Frogs hopped out from their hiding places, croaking a song of thanks. Even the worms wriggled up from the ground to enjoy the moisture. Oh, when I finished raining, I looked down at the field. It was so green and alive. The farmers waved up at me, calling out, "Thank you, kind cloud." I waved back, even though I'm not sure they could see me do it. From that day on, being a cloud wasn't lonely anymore. Now, whenever I see someone who needs a little rain, I'm happy to help. I drift across the sky, looking for dry gardens or thirsty animals. Sometimes I make a light drizzle for delicate flowers. Other times, I create a big downpour for lakes and rivers that need filling. I've made friends with other clouds too. We work together to make big rainstorms. And on sunny days, we join together to make funny shapes in the sky. Can you see us? We might be elephants or castles or even silly faces. So next time you look up at the sky, remember to wave hello. You never know, one of those fluffy white clouds might just wave back. And that's the story of how I, Fluffy the Cloud, found my place in the big blue sky. Sweet dreams, and remember, every little cloud has an important job to do.